This is SCP-3660, better known as the Zoo Zipper. And today we'll be learning a little bit more about it, what it does, and how to avoid it.
Papers fly up in the air in every direction as the office workers run for their lives. The PA, brand new at her job, can't figure out where on earth the emergency exit is. She tries every door. They're either locked or go nowhere. The vast office maze, uncanny in its complexity, stretches along endless hallways and old directories.
A human zoo.
At the end of the corridor,
It looks
right
like
in
the
front
back
of her,
rooms.
is a door with a touch bar on it. That will surely be a fire escape.
She's about to get eaten by a snake,
way for her to
watch.
get away from the monster. She throws her whole body weight against the bar and tumbles through the door, landing in a janitor's closet.
Oh,
way
nice
out
try.
except back. Lying there, sprawled amongst the mops and cleaning products, the PA rolls over and stares back down the...
I just gotta say, you know that this girl is a Starbucks girl because she did not spill a single drop of that Frappuccino.
She put that before her own life. Pretty impressive.
Gotta get you caffeine.
Does she not know that that's like a closet though? Does she not work there?
She's in a panic. She's in a panic.
Panicking, yeah. Maybe she works there, maybe she doesn't. I don't know. She's a PA, so maybe she's new at the job. Who knows?
Well, it seems like she's looking at death in the eyeballs right now.
And then
She's
the
about-
camera,
she's
camera
about to get
pans.
eaten.
POV Alec right now. We're about to get POV her.
Somehow, she still holds the Starbucks iced latte in her hand.
We call it
Go
that
ahead,
already,
girl. Go
Dr.
ahead,
Bob.
girl.
Followed
Go ahead,
by
girl.
nose, long
Seriously, girl,
razor-like
go
teeth,
ahead and get out of
and
there.
A pair of blank reptile eyes. The hulking anaconda
Every
winds its
ex-boyfriend
way
be
along
like,
the carpets, licking the air, tasting the scent of the PA's
All my friends I
perfume.
cut off be like,
She is powerless, lying there crouched in the cramped janitor's closet as the enormous snake slithers towards her. It rears up tall as a human and bares its fangs. The
That's
PA
terrifying.
closes her eyes and readies herself for the inevitable bite.
Readies herself.
what do you guys do in that situation? What do you guys do? Do you put the mop in the mouth and you fight it like the movies?
Yeah, all you gotta do is guard yourself against the mouth.
Not a
a
bad
snake
idea.
is easy to defend against if you have a mop.
That's not a bad idea. I have two other solutions though. One, you speak in like that Slytherin language from Harry Potter.
That's a fake fantasy movie. Okay, what's your number
Okay,
two?
that one might not work. Number two, you try to befriend it by feeding it a Starbucks latte. Give it some Starbucks, and then it'll be your friend, and then your best buds forever. Then you ride it out into the sunset.
Usually you're pretty intelligent, Alec, but your forehead is not operating at max capacity today. I honestly think if I was actually in that situation, you gotta sacrifice a body part. I like the mop idea, Adam, but it's gonna spit out the mop, right? I think you use your arm
No, you go this way with the
to
mop.
protect yourself, right? As long as it doesn't get the vitals, if it gets your arm, then you can at least fight back. You go bang, 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 bang.
Do you know how anacondas work? It doesn't. They bite you to lock onto you, and then they wrap you, and they crush every single bone in your entire body. That's not good.
If it's locked under my arm, I can at least I have a chance, right? I got that in one arm, Frappuccino in the other, slurp slurp, bang 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 bang.
That might have been a worse take than Alex speaking Slytherin
Harry
to
Potter?
it or whatever.
Yeah, that could work.
Land on the table with a loud enough clatter to make all the other patrons turn. A large man with a bushy beard spills tomato
Francois.
soup down his chest, while a snooty food reviewer chokes on the seafood she's just been trying to swallow. A woman, shaking with rage, screams into her phone. Next time
Stacey.
you'll get my order right. It's a caramel oat milk latte with 8 ice cubes. No, I don't.
That is so your mom.
Don't expose her. Press play.
No, I don't care that one of them melted. It's not good enough. In her venomous tirade, she threatens the job, life,
Is this a
and even the
flashback?
family of whoever she's talking to. The
Me?
woman
No.
slams her phone down on the table loudly enough to make everyone in the restaurant jump again. This time, one of the waitstaff spills
Pierre.
an entire tray of drinks over a table of guests. The commotion
What
is
kind of
loud
juice
enough
was
to make the
that?
woman's fury shift in their direction.
Rape.
Excuse me, I'm trying to conduct business here. Could you please not be so rude? Stalking into the head office of Louis Vuitton.
Guys, I got it. I solved it. She is the SCP. She becomes the snake.
Yeah.
It's gotta be, right?
don't-
She
I don't
has
hate
that
that.
like that slithery, venomous kind of like, hey, where my drink at, girl? Sort of thing.
Snap.
The woman walks so fast that the brand new assistant following her struggles to catch up. The PA is still signing her contract of employment as they go, doing her best to multitask as she lists off her boss's itinerary. Design meeting from 1 to 1:30, yoga with a personal trainer from 1:30 to 1:45,
Snakes would love yoga.
then into an urgent
15
meeting
minutes
to
of
get
yoga.
ahead of the latest animal cruelty scandal.
Oh,
The
animal
woman
cruelty.
struggles to keep track of which issue her colleagues are complaining about this time. It could be the animal testing from the perfume line, the
gosh.
snakeskin rug they've just had to discontinue, or the polar bear scarf they've just announced for the winter collection. She can sense the headache coming on already. The new PA hands her an iced coffee as they get into the elevator. She takes a sip and decides she doesn't even want it, throwing it in the trash as soon as they reach her floor.
What?
She's just about to
I think
launch
you're
into
right,
a rant
Jack.
about animal
like $10.
activists and their oversensitivity when the smell hits her. Opening the door to her office, she's punched in the face by the stench of rotting fish. Lying on the floor of her office is a 600-pound tuna fish staring blankly at
600
the
pounds?
ceiling. The woman is so shocked that, for once, she stops yelling and just stares in surprise. In her 35
I don't think she's the
years in New
SCP,
York,
Jack.
never once has anyone so much as said the word no to her, let alone pulled a stunt like this. She turns around to face her personal assistant and asks for her name. It's Melanie. The poor girl is terrified. She asks Melanie why there's
Take
a
it
fish
off.
in her office, and before the girl can even muster up a reply, the heartless corporate overlord fires her on the spot. She hadn't even signed her contract yet. Once Melanie the PA leaves the room, the woman finds herself alone with the giant tuna, her anger simmering. Looking down at the dead animal, she sees a crumpled mess of cream-colored silicone under it.
Clothes?
Oh,
along
it
with
might
a
be the
few wet
girl.
articles of clothing.
What?
Using the tip of her cigarette holder, she pulls at the crumpled silicone to try and extract it from under the fish. Strange. It looks almost like one of those human masks you buy at a Halloween
Ew,
store.
it is the girl.
Except it's a full suit. In fact, it looks remarkably similar to her head of innovation and product design.
Oh.
Lying on the floor
zipper.
next to it is something small and innocent looking. It's part of a zipper, broken by the looks of it. The black metal is slightly bent out of shape and worn away at the edges. It looks cheap and used, not the kind of material one would expect to see anywhere within a 5-mile radius of this office. She picks up the zipper and rolls it between her fingers.
What?
Well,
Her headache is
that was
back.
interesting little
She needs a coffee.
secret
Pressing
talent.
the intercom button,
Huh.
she demands that her new PA immediately go out and get one.
I would hate to be
forgetting
her
that she
PA.
just fired her a few moments earlier. Walking over to the window of her top floor office, she looks down at the crowds of animal rights protesters, stories and stories below, rolling the zipper between her fingers the whole time.
She's the
Her thumb
SCP.
is itching slightly.
I think she's
Looking
about
down
to
at the
be.
metal tab in frustration.
Oh,
the
you
woman
think the
sees
zipper
that
is the
has
SCP?
somehow
Yeah.
embedded itself into her skin.
Oh.
Yes.
Puzzled, she leans in close
Oh
for
my
a better
God.
look,
And it
going
turns her
little
into a
cross-eyed.
snake.
Oh
She
my
couldn't have been
God.
squeezing
You know how
it that
snakes shed
hard,
their
could she?
skin?
I think that this zipper, like whenever it touches somebody like this, when you zip it open, it turns you into like your spirit animal. Like she's like a snaky, you know, like bad person. Maybe the last person was like, I don't know, aloof and like kind of dumb, I guess, and was a fish. But like this turns you into your spirit animal.
So, wait a second. The other person, their spirit animal was a tuna fish, and then they turned into it, and then, well, because they weren't in water, they suffocated to death?
Yeah.
That's
I don't know why
kinda
I'm
crazy.
laughing, but
I
yeah.
guess so.
That's messed up, dude. That's dark.
Tentatively, the woman
Wh-
tries
why-
to
why
pull
would
the
you
zipper
unzip
out,
it, though?
But it just tugs
You
at her
gotta
skin,
try
not
it.
budging at all. A faint sense of panic starts to well up in her chest. She pulls at it again, trying her best to dislodge it from her flesh, but it won't move.
Ugh.
Then a second idea pops into her brain.
No.
What if she just... The woman
No.
slides the zipper down.
No.
the
No.
window.
Nobody
God,
would
I
do
hate
this.
that. Oh my God.
That's
Feeling just
nasty.
like the one you'd use to open your raincoat.
No.
Except as it travels along her thumb.
Why is she still doing
Skin
it?
itself
Immediately
seems to
call the
separate,
police or the
drop apart,
doctor or the hospital.
leaving a dark, empty space inside.
I think
The
she's a
layers of her
snake.
skin peel back as if
Jack's a
they're made
genie.
of rubber, and a flow of steam hisses out from the gap in her thumb. The zipper reaches the palm of her hand,
Ew.
and her thumb dangles there limply, empty,
Oh my God, I don't know if I can
as if
watch.
nothing had ever been inside of it. Her eyes widen with amazement.
Why is she still doing
She
it?
continues to slide the zipper across her palm,
She better get-
up her wrist, and towards
Oh.
her elbow.
Oh,
As it goes,
my
that
God.
gentle waft of steam continues
That's
to escape
insane.
from the gap, exposing a row
Zip
of
it
metal
back.
teeth.
Yeah, just zip it back up.
She
You're
can't
good.
stop. The zipper glides up her bicep and towards her shoulder. In one final move, she slides it directly across her collarbone and falls to the ground.
There's gonna be a
my
huge
God.
snake.
The pile of empty skin
You were
sits
right,
crumpled
Jack.
on the floor of her office.
Oh my God.
For several seconds, nothing moves. Then, the middle of the
No.
skin shifts slightly, almost as if
My
something
anaconda,
inside
no.
it had moved. The same happens again and again,
It don't
just as
want
the woman's
none.
newest PA arrives with a nice coffee held proudly in her hands. Why is it so dark in here? What's happened to the lights? She must have had an episode. She doesn't remember falling over. But here she is on the ground in total darkness. The only thing she could recall was hallucinating that zipper.
Hallucinating.
The woman shuffles this way and that, trying to get her bearings. She attempts to put an arm out to lift herself up, but can't.
No
Oh,
more
she's still
arms.
conscious.
Tries her
She's
other arm.
controlling
Again,
herself as a snake.
No movement
Yeah,
at all.
now she has to
Come to think
slither
of it,
around.
Why would
can't
she
even
eat
feel her arm.
the
Maybe a
PA?
leg? No luck there either. She must have hit her
Maybe
head
she
pretty
didn't.
hard on the ground when she landed. Perhaps she's got a concussion. The woman does her best to sit up straight and finds that it's
my gosh.
actually quite easy. Her back arches and curves effortlessly, twisting at whatever angle she wants. Oh, that yoga must have been paying off.
No, no, no.
All of a sudden, she's dimly aware of a light in front
She's
of her.
doing Cobra
What's
pose.
the old cliche they always say in movies? Don't go towards it? Screw that. The light in front of her is the only thing
This
she can
might be
see
how
right
snakes
now.
actually see.
Without thinking about it,
They blink
the
a
woman
lot.
stretches her neck forward and finds that it moves easily and surprisingly far. She must be concussed. It feels like she's almost gliding in any direction she wants. She simply moves her head, and she finds her whole body drifting in that direction effortlessly. That spot of light she was looking at? It's not some mystical end-of-the-tunnel situation. It's a gap in whatever
She's
material
being
has
born
been
again.
covering her.
I don't like this.
The woman pokes her head out and takes in a breath of fresh air, doing her best to shrug off the rest of the bundle
What?
of whatever it was.
I think
that
I'd
she'd
do
been
this
buried
for a
inside.
day.
Was it silicone?
If this was an
She
option.
turns her head to look back at it and jumps. She's been inside of one of those silicone
trauma!
costumes, the same as the other one under the tuna that had been in her office.
That's nightmare
Except
fuel.
This one. She had seen that face millions of times on magazine covers, plastered across billboards in her selfie camera, and in the mirror at home. She's looking
Hey, yo.
at the crumpled husk.
Somebody
of
get this
herself.
woman a
A
mirror.
scream fills her head, and she darts her gaze around suddenly to see a PA standing
Oh,
in the
Oh my
my God,
with
she's
a
a
nice lot of
giant.
tumbling in her hand. Yes, some good news.
Now the story's making sense.
The woman opens her mouth to talk to the PA,
Oh.
but the words don't come. She tries her best to squeeze her lungs and articulate her vocal cords, but the best she can manage is a soft hissing
Oh my
sound.
God, she just wants a
See,
sip of her frappuccino.
I told you, feed it
Yeah.
the frappuccino, and you might be.
That actually would've worked.
It would have
Genius, Alec.
worked, bro. I told you. Dude.
It actually wouldn't have worked though because the PA did get fired at the beginning for getting the order wrong or something. Like she didn't like it. Remember, she threw it out.
Have you guys ever had like a loose skin next to your fingernail, and then like you rip it all off?
Yeah, a hangnail.
Okay.
That's what that whole zipper incident reminded me of, because you said no one would ever unzip it, and I was like, probably not. But then I always rip off like that extra skin next to my nail, and it always hurts, and I always bleed, and I hate it. But then I do it every time anyway.
That's between you and the mirror that you have to talk to every night.
I would unzip myself. I don't care.
I think if I unzipped myself, I would be like a tiger. I could see it, guys.
Yeah,
what animal would each of us be?
No, you would not.
Hippopotamus, maybe a bear. Actually.
Let's see what the comments say.
I honestly think you'd be a bear.
Oh, I'd take a bear, like a grizzly bear.
You'd be like a bear but they always hibernate year round. Like
Yeah,
you'd be like
I knew that there was a butt coming. There's no way that you would just say I'm as cool as a bear.
Adam's a panda. I want to be a meerkat.
I think he'd be some kind of bird. I could see being like a falcon.
I said that earlier.
Oh crap! Sorry. Well, it's
no,
great.
no, he would
It's
be a
already
meerkat.
working.
He'd be a meerkat.
That's when she spies her reflection in the mirror on the wall and sees the dead reptilian eyes and enormous
Selfie.
curved fangs of an anaconda looking back at her. Pandemonium fills the office of Louis Vuitton as the anaconda weaves its way around the corridors, passing the reception desk and through the break room, approaching anyone it finds and asking for help. The snake tries its best to look very calm and innocent, assuring people that it poses no threat to them. However, that's a very difficult thing to do when every time it opens its mouth,
Give it a pen and
all
paper.
anybody can see is a
Oh,
set of enormous
man.
teeth pointing straight at them.
That's terrifying.
Within a couple of minutes, everybody
That's
seems
a
to have
giant
evacuated,
snake. Oh my
leaving the
gosh.
snake on her own, winding her way through the corridors, trying her best not to panic. That's when she spies her PA lying helpless in the janitor's closet. Relief washes over her as she sees that the girl has nowhere to run. This should be easy to talk to her then. The snake rushes over and stands tall, looking down at the girl. She
might
opens her
faint.
mouth, leans in
Hey,
close,
girl, just give me a
and
sip.
takes the iced latte.
Hey,
from the
Alec
girl's
was
hand.
right. Come
Resting the cup
on.
gently on the carpet.
Is she
The
still gonna
snake
like
slurps
it,
a bit
even
of
though
coffee
she's a
from
snake?
the straw.
Alec
It's
called it.
absolutely vile, clashing horribly with the hypersensitive taste receptors on her tongue. She tries to
So
spit
much
it out,
no.
but
caffeine.
discovers that snakes have very different mouth anatomy than hers, and that motion
Whoa,
isn't
that's
so
wild.
easy.
Does
Besides,
anybody know where the zipper went, by the way? Is that still attached to her?
That's probably dropped. Like, remember how it was next to the tuna fish girl? It's just like dropped next to her body.
I'm thinking, like, what if you put the zipper back on her? Could you reverse the whole thing?
Probably not. But what I am thinking too is
try.
this
Why not?
SCP was fully
You
set
said that
up.
down quick.
I did. I'm sorry. No, good idea, Jack. I'm sorry. That was a good idea. And maybe that's possible. But okay,
Whatever.
I think that this SCP was set up by PETA because Louis Vuitton, you know, is getting destroyed by people who are animal rights activists. And so PETA probably put this zipper in the Louis Vuitton office it's like karma. And so, you know, that's what I think.
As a Louis Vuitton model, I am gonna have to disagree with you there, Alec. We don't use any real animal skins.
But you do, proven.
Talk to my lawyer.
Okay.
You're distracted by my good looks.
That actually I will agree with you on. Actually, Adam just told me how to mute. Watch this.
Make it stop! Make it stop!
I can't even hear him. His mic's cutting out on Discord.
He didn't like that.
That was sick, dude. You should do that around women.
Yeah, you should do that probably 300 to 500 feet away from any school.
Looking good, Al. Try that at the library, dude. The librarian's gonna love it.
Besides, she realizes if she's going to have any hope of convincing this girl of who she really is, taking a drink from that Starbucks cup is probably her best chance to do it. Coiling herself up to look as small as
She should
possible,
coil herself
the
up into
snake
different
sips away at
letters.
the coffee
Spell something.
And looks at the PA in what she
I
hopes is a
am-
reassuring way.
Karen.
Very slowly, she can see the cogs starting to turn in the girl's face as she realizes what's happened. Reaching into her handbag,
That's all it
the
took?
PA, in shaking hands, pulls out a notebook and a pen and offers them to the
Oh,
snake.
here we go.
It's slow progress and takes a
Hey,
lot
yo.
of
This
work.
is insane.
Body part
hey,
is
yo.
The
that.
snake is able to get enough
He has a
control
lot of
over the
control
motor
for being a
functions of
snake
its
for less
tail
than an hour.
to grip the pen and scribble out a few words.
Wait, this is crazy.
Just
Hey, no,
before
no,
the
no,
PA
no, no.
arrives and tranquilizes
Oh,
her.
man.
For 3 weeks, the anaconda is locked up in the Animal Control Center in New York City. The
I
cen-
feel like, isn't this like the plot of some like movie where the dad turns into a dog?
I think you're thinking of Brave. Where,
Isn't that like
where
Tim Allen?
the princess is...
Yeah, Shaggy Dog.
No, it's not that.
No, have you've seen Shaggy Dog? Tim Allen turns into the family dog.
Never seen it.
Check, this
Oh,
is a
man.
snake. This is way different.
I mean, true, but I was thinking like, oh yeah, this has happened before. That movie's kind of mid anyway.
Who let the dogs out?
wasn't equipped for dealing with giant snakes, so they ended up putting her in the largest dog holding pen they had, which only just about fits her if she coils up in the right way. 3 times a day, one of the keepers will toss her slabs of raw meat. She'd always been a fan of a rare steak. Little did she know just how enjoyable a raw one could
Yum
be.
yum 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 yum.
Aside
Raw
from
meat.
meal times, she's miserable. Doing everything she can to communicate to the workers there that she's really a sentient woman. Not only a sentient
so
woman,
much
but
to be,
also the head of one of the world's
woman.
largest
I
high-fashion
swear I'm
brands.
cute.
She quickly discovers she's talking to a brick wall.
I would like a
Or rather,
frappuccino.
hissing up one.
Double espresso.
The more she thinks about it, the more her situation reminds her of some of the photos that had been passed across her desk over the prior few months at various planning meetings.
She's gonna learn a lesson.
Photos from undercover journalists who had visited her company's factory in the Far East and discovered cages upon cages of live animals locked
crap,
up,
bro.
either to be killed
Karma.
for their skin or
Karma,
to be hosed
baby.
down with chemicals to see if they develop.
No, I think I literally called it. I think the people that are like where she's kept, all
You
they're
can't
all
invent
people.
SCPs.
I think that they are all people, all the animals, and where she's kept. Like I think that her keeper knows that that's a person, but is like, sorry, bot, that's karma because you killed all these other animals.
No.
Okay.
That would be
Of a
crazy.
rash. It was lying there on the floor that she discovered that snakes don't have tear ducts. She would have liked it if they did. Maybe that way, she'd be
She
able
should
to get
spell
some of
something out with her
emotions
body.
The Foundation moved quickly as soon as the news story broke. Agents were in and out of the office within hours. The zipper was placed into a sealed bag and transported directly to Site 64, where it has since remained in a standard issue locker.
Bro, I'm telling you, put the zipper back on her. Reverse the spell.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I thought you have to kiss a frog to reverse the spell.
That's in the movies. This is YouTube, Alec.
Oh, my bad.
A series of testing sessions were established to ascertain exactly how SCP-3660 functioned. As soon as the zipper is pressed against the skin of a human
Oh.
being, it embeds itself. Test subjects report no feelings of pain and discomfort, just confusion. That's how the zipper has been able to press itself in so
It's like a
deep.
mystery box. Hey, yo.
Only a handful of subjects have reported feeling
like a
slight
tick.
itching sensation and the desire to pull at the tab to relieve that feeling.
Just like you said,
Sits
Alex.
just
Just
below the
never
layer of the
pull it.
skin,
Just never
in the
pull it and
same
you're
way
fine.
that
You
have
would
to
on a
pull it,
jacket or
Adam.
a
No.
hoodie. If left
Yes, you
untouched
do.
within 10
Look,
minutes,
here we go.
SCP-3660
Oh, crap. Yeah,
will
you-
activate on its
Okay,
own
that's
accord,
kinda
sliding
scary.
steadily along the subject's
So you
skin
literally
and
have no
unzipping
choice.
them.
I don't like
As
it.
this happens, the subject is instantaneously, and again without pain, transfigured into an animal.
I'm a tortoise.
This process occurs internally beneath the layer of skin as it unzips. According to the basic laws of physics, a transformation
Ah, yes, the classic E equals MRC squared.
drastic and quick would require enormous amounts of energy, and so researchers expected to find heat and pressure levels high enough to instantly boil the blood of the subject. However, the only abnormal thermal readings came from a slight hiss of steam escaping the gap in the skin as it unzips. The new opening of the skin is now lined with a row of metal teeth on either side, as the skin itself appears to be transformed into a slightly different texture and
Interesting.
material. Researchers note that the empty skin of the test subject looks and feels somewhat uncanny.
Try it on.
Test samples taken into the lab reveal that the complex carbon-based multicellular organ has somehow been transmuted into consistent silicone rubber.
That's insane.
What?
Several tests involved placing the D-class personnel atop a weighing scale, and researchers were shocked to see enormous and rapid fluctuations in weight, depending on the animal that the subject was
Oh,
transformed
crap.
into.
Yeah.
Transformed is the correct word to use here. The animal that emerges from the opening in the skin is not an entirely new life form. It is difficult to build a method of communication with every creature that emerges from the testing process. Since the animal created seems to be largely random, they can often pose real challenges in terms of setting up a method
it's based
for
off your
feedback on
personality.
how the test went. For example, 3 subjects have been transmuted into various
God,
species of
GG.
squid, which had to be quickly rushed to an aquatic test chamber before drying out. Once inside these test chambers,
At that point, just
while the
fry
squids were
me.
evidently
Deep
very
fry me.
intelligent, they lacked the motor skills and limbs to be able to
All
form
right,
any
you're
kind
fat.
of sign language or even point out letters on a board. Great apes, however, have proven much easier to work with. As
Oh,
they
that
can
would be
quickly adopt
awesome.
sign language and even attempt rudimentary vowel sounds with their throats. What is clear from this testing is that the animal that emerges retains the memories of the person it has replaced. It has the same attachment to loved ones, the same fears, and the same idiosyncrasies. Or at least it does when these things
I'd
do
love
not
to
come
be
in
a chimp.
conflict with the animal's biological nature. One test subject, for example, had always had a strong affection for hamsters. However, when that test subject emerged from the pile of silicone skin as a sparrowhawk, it had a markedly different relationship with them, something that it expressed guilt over for the duration of testing.
So, if they basically become the animal, right, over time, even if it goes against everything that used to be part of their personality, then do you think that that, like, keeps going? Do you think eventually, if they stay in that form long enough, they actually turn into the creature?
That's like Back to the Future theory.
Under what?
Remember, if they stay in the past for too long,
Oh, they disappear.
and they disappear. Like everything, all their memories, everything that was once was.
Wow, great call there, Adam. Great callback. Not really a callback, but great connecting the dots. Good job.
You were ready to make fun of me too, you little rat.
I would say probably, because the only thing that they can do is be the animal that they are. So, like, they're eventually going to revert to, or I guess become that animal and live the lifestyle of that animal.
Yeah, it's not like she can go back to work at Louis Vuitton, right? You can't live a normal life as an anaconda.
Right.
My anaconda don't want none of you got bones, huh?
Try as it might, however, the hawk could not fight its urge to feed on the
Snatchers.
hamsters whenever it was offered the opportunity. Similar tendencies can be noticed in animals' mating behaviors. A survey of the test subjects revealed that 94.7% of male species reported resisting the urges of feeding and breeding to be the aspect most difficult to control in their new form. From all of the testing conducted thus far, only amniotes, cephalopods, and
Do you still want to be a chimp, Adam?
Run it!
Oh, God.
chondrichthyans have been observed emerging from the test subjects' empty skin sacs.
I want to be a male seahorse.
Testing is ongoing to determine if there is a set pattern to the animals emerging, although thus far, no pattern has been observed. One particularly memorable test saw a blue whale emerge from the body of
my
one of the
God.
originals, causing significant damage to the testing facilities, as the room had not been constructed with
There's
that
no way they
large
can
of a
move it.
creature in
It's
mind.
going to die.
Since then, testing has been temporarily suspended, as the Foundation discovered that one of the senior researchers was underreporting the level of testing being conducted and quickly turning Site 64.
Bro got addicted because it's like a mystery box, right? You give the zipper to the D class and you're like, oh, what animal is it gonna be?
It's like
I would go
opening
through
cases in CSGO.
Yeah, I'd go through the entire D class.
So he was doing it left, he was doing it right, he was doing it up, he was doing it down, and then he got a blue whale, and then that probably ended it.
Into the SCP petting zoo for highly gifted animals.
The chimp.
Fortunately, the head of Louis Vuitton and her PA managed to get in contact with the SCP Foundation. Or rather, the SCP Foundation got in contact with her after she was seen creating a huge social media conspiracy
mind wipe
about
her?
the fact that her former boss had been
Yeah, she's
transformed
cooked.
into a snake. The anaconda was soon located and transferred to Site 64. Several interview sessions with the snake found an animal humbled by her time in a cage. After a couple of hours of negotiating with the senior researchers, she was able to agree on a deal where she would be used as part of a promotional campaign for charities against the mistreatment of animals. She would attend filming days
Wow,
and
that's so
perform on camera
embarrassing.
to show the abuse that animals went through in
I guess it's
testing
kind of a happy
facilities.
ending, though.
The general
What a
public
360
believes that
there.
the footage is computer generated, and a VFX house has been credited in the adverts. Meanwhile, the Amazon rainforest has one new occupant, a
What?
colossal snake that is kind to humans and has a strange addiction to iced coffee.
Huh. All right, guys. Well, that is the Zoo Zipper. If you enjoyed and want to see more SCPs, smash a like and click right here.